from the Islamic perspective,
Okay.
what does Messiah mean? One, talking about nothing that matters. Nothing that has anything to do with the point and the argument that's being brought forward.
ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا قال إنني من المسلمين.
If you want to know what is al-Masih in the Quran, then I've got the Quran here. He asked.
No, I had to restart it.
They're only worried about views and cameras, man.
Oh, you got your camera on?
Yeah, I got my camera. We can turn them off if you want. I'm
every
good.
word from you.
All right.
Because
so now he asked, what is the concept of Masih in the Quran? If that's the issue, the creedal issue, when you asked about, it's on video. That's what you asked. Mal Masih ibn Maryam illa Rasul.
That's not what I asked.
What does it say in the Quran clearly? The question here is, you're trying to hide from the concept by going into notes and this and that. When I bring you clear evidence from the Quran that says, Mal Masih ibn Maryam illa Rasul, what does it mean? Anybody here? What is the Masih? You want to explain what is the Masih ibn Maryam? He is a Rasul. He is nothing more than a messenger. You want to know the concept of Masih in the Quran? I brought it to you from the Quran. From the Quran itself, Surah Al-Ma'idah, right here. Mal Masih ibn Maryam illa Rasul. What is the messenger? What is the Masih ibn Maryam? Nothing but a messenger. Rasul. Masih, Quran, done. That.
Right,
now, on top of that, I'm not done. No, I'm not done speaking.
So Uthman,
now, I showed you from books of hadith.
Didn't we do this and say we was going to respect the conversation?
This is the respectful conversation.
So you made 2
Let me finish speaking.
You made 2
Let me
points
finish
from the
speaking.
book. No. You're done right now.
I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done.
To be fair, listen.
I'm not done.
Look, relax.
But to be fair
Relax.
and to be more than fair, to be nice,
let me get a point.
I'll let you speak.
I appreciate your hospitality.
Good.
Now, this is what's hilarious to me.
Go ahead.
So he said that I'm the one running and hiding behind links and stuff. I asked, and this was my question, what does the Messiah mean according to the Quran and according to the Hadith? And why is Jesus called the Messiah in the Quran or the Hadith? Bring me that answer. I had a question.
Go for it.
About the Messiah.
All right.
So from the Islamic perspective,
Okay.
what does Messiah mean?
So you're talking about
Now, when it comes to what you just brought, this is hilarious to me. You brought Quran verses. Chapter 3 is the first one you quoted, is that correct? Or chapter 5? Which one did you quote?
Surah Al-Ma'idah.
All right, chapter 5. So you quoted chapter 5, which says that the Messiah, Jesus the son of Mary, is nothing but a messenger, right? That's what you quoted, correct?
Right.
Can you pull up the verse? Let's look at it. This is interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
You're saying that this tells you what the Messiah is.
Sure.
No, it doesn't.
How it doesn't?
All it did was describe to you Jesus, what Jesus is.
Okay.
It doesn't tell you that the Messiah is only supposed to be a
Al-Masih. The Messiah.
The Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary.
Exactly.
So it's identifying who the Messiah is, and then says that this person, Jesus, is nothing but a messenger.
Okay. Are you done speaking now?
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I'll give you a turn.
Okay.
Relax.
I'm
Don't
listening.
be nervous. Relax.
I'm not nervous.
Okay, then just chill.
Go ahead.
All right. So now it's almost like me saying this. Like if I say the king, Jerome, is a black man, does that mean that I'm describing the title the king, or am I describing Jerome, who happens to be the king? Which one am I describing? The king or Jerome?
You want me to answer?
Please.
Okay.
It's just a quick.
So I will. Your statement is wrong because it doesn't say Al-Masih huwa Rasul. This is your problem. No, you want to answer.
Let me.
I am answering if you listen.
Please,
it doesn't say Al-Masih huwa Rasul or Masih ibn Maryam. It said Ma Masih.
What does it say?
Ma. What does it mean?
Go ahead.
So this is your ignorance.
No,
That you come. Okay, now let me speak now. No, I'm not. Any Arabic. You asked a question. Let me answer my question. I am. This is the answer. Because the statement you made is wrong. When you say the king, can I?
Uthman,
No, it's Arabic.
not. I got the English. It's okay.
So I got you.
Uthman,
Listen.
you're trying to take
Let me.
over my
No,
point.
I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna
are.
just explain
No,
the
you're not
wording
explaining
so you don't quote it incorrectly.
What verse number?
What is the ma for?
What verse number is it?
Look at it.
What verse number is it?
Surah Al-Ma'idah, 75.
Thank you. So I'll quote from the English Quran, so we can see exactly what it says. The Messiah, son of Mary, was no more than a messenger.
Exactly.
So,
now you see that. The point you skip is no more. when you
no
have
problem.
okay, I'm gonna.
Bro, this is,
You asked a question and you won't let me answer.
no,
You wanted me
no,
to speak, right?
You didn't answer
because
the
you
question,
quoted
but
it
you're
wrong.
trying to take over
You
the point.
quoted
No,
it
I
wrong.
didn't.
You
So,
did because
it's
you
okay.
missed the ma.
It's okay. Let me-
You skipped over the ma. That's
no,
what I'm trying
I
to.
didn't skip
You
anything.
did. You said the king
I didn't.
is a black man. That's not
No,
the way the Arabic is.
that's
Ma
exactly
masih. Ma.
That's exactly how it is.
No, you
So, all
missed
right,
the nafi.
No problem.
Look,
no
because
problem.
look,
no
look,
problem. No
I'm gonna let
problem.
you speak.
Thank
I'm gonna let you
No, thank
speak.
and I'll give it to you back. So this is what's interesting. It says here, the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, was no more than a messenger. Does it say that the Messiah, that's titled, the Messiah is supposed to be nothing more than a messenger? Or is it describing the person who happens to be the Messiah, who's no more than a messenger? That's all it doesn't tell you nothing about Messiah. It just tells you about Jesus, who happens to be the Messiah. The same way if I said the King Jerome is nothing but a black man. If I'm not describing the title of the king, I'm describing the person Jerome who happens to be the king. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, truth be told, the whole thing you're trying to do about Al-Masih is to take Jesus to a level other than being a messenger, right? And the fact of the matter is, this verse destroyed your whole argument. Because it does not say Al-Masih is a Rasul. It says Mal Masih. He is not, meaning that with the title of Al-Masih, with Al-Masih, even Al, right? Again, you're interrupting now, I'm speaking. Yeah. With the title, I did not interrupt you, I let you speak. Come on, man. Even with Al, the title of Al-Masih, it says Mal Masih Ibn Maryam, even with the title, nothing more illa. See, this is the thing you're missing. When you have ma and you're not even listening, look at this. Like, see, you don't want to know the truth. If you were, you'd be listening to what I'm saying. You don't think this is rude? You think I was speaking and you just...
My point is that I'm elevating.
You said you heard everything I said. Tell me what I said.
heard
That's a
your
lie.
point. I said I heard your point.
You did not hear my point. What was my point?
Is that my point is that I'm elevating Jesus.
That was way early. What did I just say?
Okay,
I
missed it. No problem.
You missed
My
it.
apologies.
You just said you heard it and now you said you
I
missed
said
it.
I heard your
I accept your apology. No problem. Now, when you see ma and illa for the Arabic speaker, it's called slob al-husr. This is where you take it up. You're not just giving information, you're restricting. When you say, if you said, and I hope you really listen because you can learn something today, okay?
Yeah, I always
Good,
learn,
good.
man. I'm always open to learn.
I appreciate
Hopefully
that.
you are too, though.
I am too.
All right, beautiful.
So when you say Allahu ilah, if you say Allah is God, right? That is like the statement you were trying to make, that a king is a black man, you're trying to explain. But when you say La ilaha illallah, that gives a different emphasis. You are saying that there is none that can be ilah. Then after that, no other thing can be put in. Nothing else can be worshipped except Allah. There's a difference. It's called Slob al-Husr. Look it up, right? So when you have Ma Muhammadin, when you say Ma Muhammadin illa Rasul, right, that Muhammad is the messenger and the last of them, you're saying that the last messenger can only be the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You cannot say you're just describing Muhammad. You are giving information about others, that there's nobody else can be a messenger except this is the last of them, right? So when you say Mal Masih, the meaning is totally different. You're making nafi, that there is nothing else that can be given to Al-Masih Ibn Maryam except being a messenger. That's it. This explains. And not just that. I gave you. No, it's not the point. The whole point is there.
You're moving somewhere else.
I'm not. I'm explaining the ayah with evidences now, right?
Wait.
Masih.
We're breaking down the ayah.
Okay.
So if you want to break down
go ahead. Break down the ayah. Go ahead.
And if you want to move to another book, we can do that. I have no problem.
Break down the ayah. Go ahead.
So very good. So
good.
What you're doing, Uthman, man?
Go ahead.
You
Explaining.
went on talking about nothing that matters, nothing that has anything to do with the point and the argument that's being brought forward. Like
I'm going to listen respectfully.
It's interesting. I appreciate it. I appreciate the respect. It's interesting to me, seriously, how you can go on for so long and say nothing about what I'm asking you and addressing the actual point. The point is that the verse that's being quoted is not telling you nothing about the Messiah. It's telling you about Jesus, who happens to be the Messiah. This is crazy.
See, you didn't
like
listen.
the statement. I heard you, and you're just flawed. It's okay.
Okay, I'm going to listen to you.
It's okay. It's exactly like the statement saying that the king, Jerome, is not but a black man.
You cannot. It's not the same. And I explained it to you why.
It's explaining Jerome, and you're wrong. And it's a fallacy.
Did you understand the La ilaha illallah?
It's okay.
Did you understand the Ma Muhammadin?
You're not bringing nothing that has to do with
They
the
didn't listen to
statement
any of
being
it.
brought.
They didn't listen to any of it.
No problem.
They didn't listen
No
to any
problem.
of it.
So if you want to
Okay.
hold that, we'll let the
Okay.
audience decide.
We'll let the audience
We're
decide.
describing Jerome, who happens to be the king.
No.
It's describing
You
Jesus.
could not use.
Are you interrupting me?
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I appreciate
I apologize,
the apology.
yeah.
I appreciate it. So, we're describing Jerome, who happens to be the king, and and in the verse, it's describing Jesus, who happens to be the Messiah.
Happens
It
to be.
tells you nothing about the Messiah.
Gotcha.
It doesn't say that the Messiah is supposed to be nothing but a messenger. It doesn't tell you that the Messiah is supposed to be only human. And it don't tell you nothing. It doesn't tell you anything. It just tells you what about Jesus. So now, if you want to move on to another book, go ahead and bring it up.
I'm gonna answer that first, and then we'll move on to another book. First thing is, you know you're caught. That's why you're going in this circle. But it's okay. Look. When the Quran says Mal Masih, when you were talking about Messiah, you were talking about Jesus. Don't try to jump from the topic now. And the Quran now clearly tells you. It didn't just say Al Masih. Look at this, man. This is really rude, bro. Like every time I'm speaking, you're cutting me off and stuff. I know you're so worried about your views and stuff, but come on, right?
That's okay.
Mal Masih, when it says that, it does nafi. You don't understand what nafi is, so I'm trying to explain it to you, but you're not listening. You're just trying to rebuke, right? It tells you that nothing more can be, no higher status, no non-human qualities, none of that can be given to. Listen, when it says Al-Masih, Al-Masih here, this is Mal Masih. Let me finish now. You're interrupting, right?
I'm with you.
Al-Masih. No, you're not with me. You're interrupting. Let me speak, and then you can. Al-Masih. When it says, if it was Al-Masih, Isa ibn Maryam huwa Rasul, you could have said this is saying that the Masih, Isa ibn Maryam, is a messenger. But it says Mal Masih. You cannot give to the Masih, Isa ibn Maryam. To Jesus, of course.
Has nothing to do with the Messiah
that Jesus. It does have. It clearly says Mal Masih.
The Messiah,
Yeah, the Messiah.
Jesus, son of Mary,
Isa ibn Maryam,
not but a messenger. Has
cannot.
nothing to do with the title. It has to do with Jesus, the person.
Are you telling me or am I telling you?
We telling each other.
So no. When you were speaking, you even made me apologize for interrupting. Can you apologize now?
No, I already did.
You just interrupted right now.
apologize for it.
I appreciate it. All right. So now, when you have in Arabic nafi, and then you have illa, istithna, it shows that that cannot have anything else added. Meaning, when you have al-Masih, Isa ibn Maryam, it cannot be anything but a messenger. That gives you khabar. Let me finish. That gives you khabar, news, right? With nafi for al-Masih and for Isa ibn Maryam, right? So you cannot say that no, some other Masih could be something different, more than a human, because if it could be, you couldn't use nafi and illa. Then you would just say Isa ibn Maryam huwa Rasul. But when you use nafi, that means nobody can be added into that. Nobody can be called al-Masih except, right? That is the point.
Wait,
it explains. Nobody can be called the Masih who is not a messenger, who is more than. That's the Quran. Mal Masih Isa ibn Maryam illa Rasul. So when you have nafi here, that means that. And I explained this to you, but you're not listening. When